Hey guys, it's MARLA, Twinstrology. Thanks for tuning in and being with me today. We are going to be doing a Twin Flame collective reading for the month of June. I think you're going to really like this reading. Before I get started though, I do have a quick announcement to make. And that is my friends over at Intuit are having a Kickstarter starting on Tuesday, June 7th for the brand new Intuit Tarot. This is the controversa that has been completely redesigned. The colors have been updated, the keywords have been updated, a lot of the images have been updated. They've made a lot of great changes on this deck, which the old version has completely sold out. So I would love for you to support them, and they are having this amazing giveaway on June 7th, the first day of the Kickstarter, where if you sponsor the Kickstarter, not only do you get a copy of the Intuit Tarot, you also get this pocket edition for free, which is this cute little mini deck. And one thing I love about this is it's so easy to travel with. You know, I travel a lot and I'm always like, oh gosh, what decks am I going to take with me? Because they can be so heavy and take up so much room. This fits in the palm of your hand. You can carry it in your purse, so you can always do a reading. They slide amazingly well. And that's one of the free gifts on day one. And you also get this, the brand new Q Oracle, also a cute little mini deck. And this is a deck that's full of questions. And I'm going to be using this one today as well. So if you ever aren't sure what to ask, you can draw a deck from this. I mean, you can draw a card from this and you'll see, because like I said, I'm going to use this in the reading today. So both of these decks plus the Intuit Tarot, and I think they're also giving a coupon for the Intuit store, if I'm not mistaken, if you sponsor on day one, which is June 7th. So I will put the link below, either to sign up to be notified or to actually go to the Kickstarter. And I hope that you will support them and take advantage of these great deals. Okay, thank you. So before we get started, let's just kind of touch on the energy that's been going on, because in the last reading, I talked about that there would be a clearing coming through, there would be some tests, and indeed there were tests in May, especially between the Scorpio eclipse and the Gemini new moon. And there was a lot of purging happening as we were clearing out old programs. That was really being kicked up because Mercury retrograde was squaring Saturn, Saturn squaring the nodes. We have the asteroid Karma on the south node. I'm sorry that I didn't get to make a video about the Gemini new moon, but I have been just completely wiped out energetically. And it's all I can do just to get my basic work done. So I didn't do a video, but Mercury is going direct today. I'm filming this on June 3rd. I probably won't release it for a few days, but it's going to take a bit for Mercury to change direction. So we can kind of expect, as we head into June, that we're still going to be clearing out some of those programs. Mercury's going to be in his shadow still as well, even as he moves direct. So it's like the stuff that we challenged during that retrograde, now we're going to integrate the new energy. I mean, that was really powerful as well, because it was a Gemini new moon and Mercury was the ruler of the new moon. Mercury started the retrograde in Gemini, so communication has been a major theme as far as what we're clearing out as well. Okay, so let's see what's going on this month. The overall energy that we have for June for twins is the Three of Swords, deep emotional pain. And we can see that this card is ruled by Saturn. Like I said, Saturn is squaring the nodes, and Saturn will be squaring the nodes pretty much all year. So there's a lot of clearing out from the past, a lot of ridding ourselves of fear, and just like really clearing up timelines. And that's what I'm getting is going to be a prominent feature in June. So I wouldn't look at this card and think, oh my gosh, that's terrible. There's going to be a lot of clearing, because what I'm picking up is that what's happening is there's some timeline shiftings, some timeline shifts happening. There's going to be a lot of karmic energy in June. And even though you may not always be aware of it, like we in our multi-dimensional energy, we're connected to multiple timelines, multiple lifetimes, and it's gonna be like these past lives are in some ways bleeding through. Again, you may not know it on a conscious level, but the patterns that are coming up, the programs, whatever is making you feel lost, it's definitely not just something that's connected to this lifetime. We've got to break through. I think some of this has to do with soulmate relationships as well, right? I've talked many times so far this year that these kind of soulmate relationships that are more of a karmic level are breaking down. They're on borrowed time, and everyone is kind of like building up the strength to be able to make that change. Again, we have misunderstanding here on the card. As I said, I think communication issues will still be a thing, or, you know, whatever we're needing to heal around communication. And for a lot of twins, there still is no communication in the material realm. And so that might be something that figures prominently. But it's like some old residual emotional pain needs to be cleared out at this time. And that's paving the way for more abundance. These feelings overwhelm me and I become afraid. Sometimes I even run away from you because of it. So there might be some separation happening. Again, there's a lot of emotions being played out. There's triggers being played out. Now, what I've been getting a lot in private readings for people about what's coming, you know, in June and July is things might get worse before they get better. Because especially for the divine masculine, there's this, they've got to break free of whatever their karmic storyline is. It could be another person, a situation. It could be like stuck in a place or stuck in some kind of program that they still have not cleared, and that could be why they're running away. Abandonment fears could be triggered. I'm also getting that there might even be some conflict in those soulmate relationships that are happening. And for those that are still in soulmate relationships, there could be some feelings of loss or grief that have to be processed. And this takes time. I mean, even after you might separate from those karmic soulmates, there's still healing that needs to happen around the loss and the disillusionment that you might be feeling when you're thinking like this was the relationship and now you're like, oh, you know, this is at like this wasn't what I thought it was, and you having to let that go. The song for the overall energy of unions for twins is I Get Weak by Belinda Carlisle. Convincing eyes, persuasive lips, the helpless heart just can't resist their power. You know you've got a hold over me. You know you've got me where I want to be, because lover, like a wave, you keep pulling me under. How I'll ever get out of this, I don't know. I just know there's just no way to fight it. I get weak when I look at you, weak when we touch. I can't speak when I look in your eyes. I get weak when you're next to me, weak from this love. I'm in deep when I look in your eyes. I get weak. Okay. So the first thing is trying to figure out how to get out of whatever the situation is or whatever the program is that you need to clear. The second thing is there's going to be activations. Okay, there's going to be solar activations that come through in waves, and that's going to be kicking up the old energy. It's going to be facilitating the timeline shifts. And you can expect that you're going to be tired in June. You're going to be needing to rest because of the activations. And then lastly, I think this card, I get weak. It can be like not feeling strong, right? Feeling weak is like I'm afraid to do what I need to do. You know, I'm not feeling strong enough. So maybe for some of you, and this isn't going to be for all of you, but for some of you, there's this need to build your strength at this time so that you can move forward into your new story, your elevated timelines. So what is positive in twin flame unions is the Seven of Wands, worth fighting for. Make a stand, face it head on. It's my life. Don't back down. Haters gonna hate liberty. Okay, so you're needing to stand up. It could be this love that is worth fighting for. Well, actually, let me say that again, because it is this love that's worth fighting for, and both the masculine and feminine need to come to the realization, the understanding that despite all the challenges that arise on the twin flame journey, this love is so special and so significant, and it's a connection to source, and it is worth fighting for. So whatever changes you need to make, you can't back down right now. You can't let other people push you around. You need to make a stand. So for some of you, it's going to be that karmic stuff, person, place, situation, inner feeling that you need to stand up to. So, you know, when I said with that song, I get weak, you're needing to build up strength, this card is saying, like, it's time to find your strength. We project our patterns onto each other, and this makes it difficult to see what is real and what is fear-based thinking. So we also know that projections and patterns are going to play a big focus in June. So stay aware of what it is you're projecting. Whatever your emotional theme is, or whatever your misunderstanding is, whatever the communication is, it's going to be due to your own project and patterns, your own fear-based thinking. So yeah, what this card is saying is that whether you're the masculine or feminine, if you're feeling fear, it's because you're projecting things onto this person that might not even be related to them. It could just be an assumption on your part that has no bearing in truth. And in order to get to the truth, you need to test it. But the only way you're going to test it is by coming forward and actually putting these things to the test. The song for what's positive is The Scientist by Coldplay. Come up to meet you, tell you I'm sorry. You don't know how lovely you are. I had to find you, tell you I need you, tell you I set you apart. Tell me your secrets and ask me your questions. Oh, let's go back to the start. Running in circles, coming up tails, heads on a science apart. Nobody said it was easy. It's such a shame for us to part. Nobody said it was easy. No one ever said it would be this hard. Oh, take me back to the start. Okay. So I feel like there has to be some conversations surfacing because both twins are getting tired of the running and they're getting tired of the separation. They're getting tired of the secrets. And the only way to change this is to come forward, is to surrender, you know, make the changes that you need to make. I think a lot of it has to do with this saying at the bottom, or this kind of refrain in this song, which is nobody said it was easy. It's such a shame for us to part. Nobody said it was easy. No one ever said it would be this hard, which I think all of you are going to resonate with that, right? Because what do we always say? You know, if we would have known it was going to be this hard, we wouldn't have come here. But, you know, that really doesn't resonate with me, because no matter how hard it is, I'm still happy that I'm here. I'm still happy that I'm a light worker. I'm still happy that I agreed to bring change to the earth and that I came here to ascend. So this idea that this is so hard, or that we can't do this. We can do this. We are doing it. So we need to let go of the programming that, oh my God, this is so hard. Oh my God, I can't change. Or, oh my God, my twin will never change. They're never gonna come forward. Let all of that go. We can't keep telling ourselves that story. All right, so let's see what's challenging, twins. The Wheel of Fortune, decisive moments, chance, life cycles, karma, destiny, good luck, expansion, it's time, fortune, change, fate. Okay, so this is the karma that I talked about, right? There's these past life energies bleeding through. There's timeline shifting. There's a lot of karma being cleared out. And we have to just surrender to it. Okay, there's a cycle ending. The Summer Solstice, which is, I believe it's the 21st. It's either the 20th or the 21st. It's going to be a big shift for everybody. It's another leveling up into new earth. And a lot of the timeline shift will be happening around the 23rd. I'm going to be traveling to some different places, doing activations. Maybe some of you are going to be traveling too. And doing actual grid work to shift timelines. But yeah, it's time. It's time for these changes. These are all going to be positive changes. I haven't done part 2 of my video for the 9-year cycle. I haven't forgotten about it, but I'm still getting downloads about the next phase of that cycle that's ending. And I'm hoping to put that out in June, so watch for it, and we'll talk more about the cycle and the changes that are happening this year. I'm praying you'll come back after everything that's happened between us. I'm worried you won't forgive me and allow me another chance. Okay, so that's part of what is challenging, is like trusting in the process, trusting in your twin, having faith, allowing fate to take its course, because the things that are happening right now are very, very fated. And it's time to be at peace, you know? Might be a time to spend in prayer as well. The song for what challenges twins is Halo by Beyonce. This is funny because I was just listening to this song a little while ago before I did this video. Remember those walls I built? Well, baby, they're tumbling down, and they didn't even put up a fight. They didn't even make a sound. I found a way to let you in, but I never really had a doubt. Standing in the light of your halo, I got my angel now. Hit me like a ray of sun, burning through my darkest night. You're the only one I want. I think I'm addicted to your light. I swore I'd never fall again, but this don't feel like falling. Gravity can't begin to pull me back to the ground again. It's like I've been awakened. Every rule I've had you breaking. The risk that I'm taking, I'm never going to shut you out. Baby, I can see your halo. I know you're my saving grace. Okay, so the first thing is again, there's going to be activations. There's going to be a lot of solar flares happening in June that are going to be triggering the shifting of the karmic energy within our body so that we can absorb more light and we can increase our frequency. You're going to need to stay grounded. Okay, this is activations of our light body. It's going to be connected to a big ascension shift. Again, it will be happening around the summer solstice. The summer solstice is the balance of the light and the dark. The shadow has to be cleared out to make way for this light. So, and we're going to have a Sagittarius full moon coming up. So, yeah, that's definitely clearing out old programs. So that's the first thing I want to say. But the second thing I want to say about this card is the walls are coming down. Okay, the energy this year is going to be such that you have to let your walls down. You have to let your guard down. You have to let love in. Because when you're blocking love, you're not only blocking relationships, but you're blocking abundance and prosperity in your life. You're blocking creative energies. So it's time to let go of the fear of getting hurt and just embrace love, embrace unconditional love. The tendency that we have is, if our twin triggers us, we shut down, we close down our heart, we try to disconnect from them, we try to push them away, we try to blame them. It's not about them. It's about our own healing and healing ourselves enough that we are willing to take the risk to be in that energy of love regardless of what the other person is doing. And that's when we open the door to our reunions. Okay, so let's talk about the divine feminine energy. So I pulled a question card for what is the divine feminine's focused in June. And the message that I got, I hope that you can read that. Gosh, I need a better setup. What guidance is there for making progress in my love life at this time? Number 41, it's a 5 card. So yeah, there's some changes that need to happen so that we can progress in our love life. So the message that we're getting about what guidance there is for our love life is the Page of Wands, energetic powerhouse, and the Ace of Cups, overflowing love. This has to do with creativity, exciting plans, free thinker, childlike. I think this is really coming back to feeling empowered, using that creative flow. Music might be something that really helps you at this time, but combined with this card, Ace of Cups, overflowing love, it's like we just have to open our hearts up, like I said. Let the emotions flow. This is so much connected to our creative energy, our emotions. If we shut off our emotions, we shut down our creativity, as I said a moment ago. So it's like, just open up, just have fun, be free, be like a child. See the joy in everything, see the blessings in everything. And cleansing, there's a cleansing at this time as well. They've also said, I've hurt you and I'm sorry. I hope you can forgive me someday and understand I was reacting in fear. So also guidance about making progress in your love life is having to forgive. When we're in a relationships, whether it's with a romantic partner or friends or family, things happen. We get hurt. We hurt other people. And we have to just forgive, right? Nobody's perfect. So I think it's seeing that, acknowledging that, understanding that a lot of this stuff can be projections. And I'm hearing that song in my head, No One Is to Blame, by Howard Jones. No one is to blame. Things just happen, things just are. You think I'm not listening to you, but I am. I hear everything you say and even replay our conversations in my head. So what I feel about this card that the Divine Feminine needs to know about their love life at this time is there's healing and communication. And a lot of it has to do with not feeling heard. So there might be people or a situation in your life where you feel like you can't get through. People aren't listening to you. People aren't acknowledging you in some way. It goes back to this feeling of abandonment. That could be triggered because there's something that you need to see. Because someone is saying, I am listening to you. For some of you, this is even going to be spiritually. So you might be feeling like, God, are you listening to me? Are my angels listening to me? Yes, they are. You may not feel it. But whatever this situation is for you, the other person is listening. So it could be a projection. The message that the Divine Feminine has for the Divine Masculine for June is, I'm awakening. I know more than I'm letting on. Okay, that's this leveling up that's happening through the activations, the solar activations. And the song that the Divine Feminine wants to send to the masculine for June is Straight On from Heart. Quite some time I've been sitting it out. Didn't take no chances. I was a prisoner of doubt. I knocked down the wailing wall. Ain't no sin. Got the feel of fortune deal me in. Now I know I've got to play my hand. What the winner don't know, a gambler understands. My heart keeps playing it through with you, my friend. I'll take my chances on you again and again. Coming straight on for you. You made my mind. Now I'm stronger. Now I'm coming through. Straight on for you. This is a great song. I'll try to link these songs below if I think about it. Oh, there's a lot I'm getting here. Okay, so the Divine Feminine is definitely making a big shift. They're talking about taking chances. I'm ready to take chances. It's like, it's time. I'm thinking about the wheel. This song is a metaphor with playing cards, right? Maybe. Why do I think that? Maybe I'm wrong. Well, she talks about gambling, taking chances. To me, I'm thinking of wheel. I'm thinking of a roulette wheel. Before, I didn't take no chances. I was a prisoner of doubt, but I've knocked down the wailing wall. That goes a lot with one of these cards, one of these songs. Oh, Beyonce's song. Remember the walls I built? Well, baby, they're tumbling down. That's letting go of those heart walls. That's part of this. And you know, I feel like maybe for the Divine Feminine, there's a recommitment to the twin flame journey coming in June. But it's like Divine Feminine is not messing around anymore. She is going after what she wants. Again, I'm saying she, it's not a gender-based message though. Because yeah, I feel both twins, because there's a lot of this worth fighting for, getting rid of the karma. This is also part of what's, you know, changing the typical masculine energy, because it's like, I'm done playing around. I'm done hiding behind walls. I'm done letting doubt and fear get the best of me, so I never take any chances, never move forward. It's like, nope, I'm done with that. There's a lot of like strong, powerful Divine Feminine energy coming through this month. And it's like, nope, I'm listening to my heart and I'm just going straight on to whatever it is I want. Now, what the masculine is healing in June, or the message from the Q Oracle for what the masculine needs to know is, how can I shift my thoughts and feelings toward this person or situation in order to improve the dynamic? Okay, so the masculine needs to shift thoughts and feelings. And the messages that I'm getting here. Another page card. So both of these have pages. Page of Coins is laying a foundation. But I'm looking at this man. Okay, like there's something the masculine needs to see clearer. I don't know if you can see on this card. He has a magnifying glass or a monocle, and he's looking at this book. Study of magic, ambitious, faithful, grounded. I feel like there's some kind of clarity that's going to be happening for the masculine in the month of June. There's realizations about their own projections and how that projection has been limiting them, because it's time to make changes. We have this also Three of Wands, manifest your dreams, big development, leveling up, travel, manifesting, forward progress. And we have this couple here, this bride and groom. This is like, you know, the past couple of readings, we've been talking about the divine masculine having these daydreams, not just daydreaming about the feminine, but I feel like they've been daydreaming about how they want their life to change and how they want to break through these karmic stories and these self-imposed prisons that they've been living in. And I feel like there is a shift happening here. It's like really calling them forward, and there's some new understanding. There might be a door opening, a pathway being shown, because a lot of them have not been able to see a clear path out. But that's coming. And one of the cards we have from my deck is, I'm not happy. Karma is playing a role in what's happening with me, and it's hard for me to see a way out. Again, this goes for both twins, because of all this karmic clearing and the timeline shifting. Again, we have a roulette wheel here. We have people gambling. So it's breaking something down from the past. So much timelines just being triggered. I'm seeing a vision, but I don't know how to explain it. When I look into your eyes, I see the universe and it activates me. Okay, again, activations. June is going to be all about activation, guys. 11 and 1, 111. It's time for a new beginning here. I feel like the masculine is getting to the place where they're strong enough to make the changes that they need to take. And so, yeah, this has to do with how they need to shift towards the divine feminine so they can improve. They've got to let go of the past. Some of your twins want to see you again. They want to experience the physical connection. Maybe you haven't had a physical connection in a while. They're trying to work through their fears so that they can see you. So if you're a masculine, or, I won't say it, but we all know that we're both. There's gonna be some kind of clarity coming in June about your next step towards your person, towards your twin. Because I feel like you're deciding now this connection's worth fighting for. And so many of the masculine have just been trying to let go of this connection, trying to push it away, trying to pretend it doesn't exist, trying to ignore it. And frankly, the energy this year is not going to tolerate that anymore because we are becoming too conscious. We're too advanced to allow that to keep on. The message for the feminine from the masculine is there's a lesson to be learned from this. So the masculine is saying they've got to learn their lesson. They can't get out of their karmic situation until they learn their lesson. And the song the masculine is sending to the feminine is I Can See for Miles by The Who. I know you've deceived me, now here's a surprise. I know that you have because there's magic in my eyes. I can see for miles and miles and miles. The Eiffel Tower and the Taj Mahal I can see on clear days. You thought that I would need a crystal ball to see right through the haze. Well, here's a poke at you. You're going to choke on it too. You're going to lose that smile because all the while I can see for miles and miles. So this song, this song can be taken in a lot of ways. So I'm not taking it in its more negative connotation, but I'm taking it as the masculine is sending the message that they've awakened a lot and they are getting clarity. This is coming from their intuitive side. When I speak about clarity, like they have awakened a lot. They know and understand way more than they've been letting on. They know what this connection is. They know that it's time for them to start making changes. And I think they're kind of saying to the feminine too, like, you're going to be surprised. You're going to be surprised how much I actually know. And, that is definitely happening because I'm witnessing it happening. This can also be saying that if they are with a soulmate, for some of them, again, this won't apply to all of you. Some of them that are with a soulmate, they're seeing that they have been deceived by them. They're seeing the truth about them. And yeah, that person may have been hiding things from the masculine before, but none of that is being hidden now. It's all out in the open. So what do we need to know about the future for twins, or as we move into the end of June? is what subconscious fear is affecting my behavior or actions right now. So the subconscious fear for the divine feminine that's affecting them is the Hanged Man reversed, resisting surrender, uncertainty, resist, lack of focus, on hold. So this is really what the feminine might be dealing with, is because there's some triggers happening. They might be having a lack of faith, struggling with trust, fearing that the masculine doesn't care about them, is not coming back. All of that is what I feel that subconscious thing is for the feminine. For the masculine, their subconscious fear is the Chariot, strength of will. Forward movement, willpower, success, control, travel, focus. So for the masculine, I feel their subconscious fear has to do with moving forward. They're not sure at this point whether they're strong enough to do the things that they need to do to break free of these karmic situations. And really what's happening for the masculine is each of them has a little bit of an initiation process that they're working through now from June until the end of the year, where they need to cut cords with whatever their karmic situation, person, place is, behavior. And at this point in time, they're not sure. They still have some fears about whether they're going to actually do it or not. So what is the future that we're heading into for twin flames? The Knight of Wands is the first card, swept off your feet. A shameless flirt, over the top, adventurous, energetic, confident, excited. Okay, so we've had some cards that have talked about waves of energy. So I feel like we've got a big wave of energy that we're heading into in June, and it's like it sweeps us off our feet, cleanses our energy, really helps us shift. And it's like bringing in this new energy that's has a lot more passion, that's more creative, that's more powerful, and it's helping us break free of a lot of things. So these old emotional patterns, feeling stuck, being afraid of actually moving towards our twins. Whether, a lot of people think they've moved past their fear, but the truth is there's a lot of subconscious fears that are still being cleared. And we're clearing that out because it's time to let our passions rule. It's time to let our heart rule, not our mind. Ten of Swords, the final chapter. Dead end, breakdown, break up, divorce, backstab, rock bottom. Okay, so there's an ending happening, and it could be a rather painful ending. Could bring up some heartache. This is the karmic ending. Okay? And we all are breaking through some karma. But I want to say, like, for unions, I want to reiterate what I said earlier, which is that for some of you, things might appear worse before they get better. So there might be some separations happening in June. They're not going to be necessarily long-term separations, or like something is triggered, distrust is triggered. I think that might be a better way to put it, because I feel like for the feminine, the challenge is going to be trusting in the connection, trusting that there will be a reunion, and trusting that your twin is going to make the changes that they need to make. Okay, so it could, and what could be triggering that for the feminine is past relationships where you've been stabbed in the back. And this could have to do with communication issues as well. For the masculine, this final chapter is cutting the cords with karma that has limited them in their connection with the feminine. So, yeah, and this is deep preparation, because the future is also, we are coming into union, 11/11, new beginnings, activations. So I feel like the energy between now and the end of the year is going to have a lot of this, because unions are going to start coming. There's going to start being breakthroughs. For people, there are breakthroughs happening. However, the final chapter has not been written for most people. Even those who are in quote unquote physical union, the final chapter has not necessarily been written yet, because of the energetic leveling up and the timeline shifting that we're doing. But this is what you need to keep in mind. This is what you need to focus on, because obviously by this reading, you know that there are going to be some challenges happening, but it's all for the better, because everything that's happening is knocking down the walls and making the shifts, paving the way to reunion. The angel message is Muriel, angel of intuition and inner peace, clairaudience, aromatherapy, calm emotion, gentle touch, patron of empaths, intuition. I send waves of fragrant harmony and peace to calm your heart and to clear your sentient channels to God. The timing is June. The crystal is selenite, and her message is peaceful resolution. So Muriel is here to say, trust your intuition and be at peace. It's okay to be at peace. Everything that's happening is divinely planned. It's like a divine intervention is happening. Calm emotions. This clearing will create the calm emotions. Now the song for the future is Synchronicity by The Police. With one breath, with one flow, you will know synchronicity. A sleep trance, a dream dance, a shared romance, synchronicity. A connecting principle linked to the invisible, almost imperceptible, something inexpressible. Science insusceptible, logic so inflexible, causally connectable, yet nothing is invincible. If we share this nightmare, then we can dream, spiritus mundi. If you act as you think, the missing link, synchronicity. So, yeah, activations, ascension. Oh, it's going to be a powerful month, guys. Get yourself prepared. Don't plan to do a lot of things in June. Plan to take it easy. I will be going on vacation at the end of June myself. And it seems like perfect timing. But we are coming into alignment. We are leveling up. We are paving the pathway to new earth at this time. So all of that is setting the stage. Don't be afraid. Go with the flow. Surrender. So once again, guys, if you like these cards, please support Intuit with their Kickstarter for the brand new Intuit Tarot. Get your free gifts on the first day. If you would like a personal reading, go to my website, which is Twinstrology. I am doing tarot, astrology, and past life regression healing sessions. Also, if you are a tarot reader and you would like to become an Intuit Oracle affiliate and use the decks and earn money on all the decks that are purchased through you, you can find the link below to become an affiliate. It's in my link tree. And sending you all a lot of love. And I will speak to you again soon. Namaste.